The Delaware County Public Works Committee met Wednesday, November 8th, and requested fund transfers for equipment purchases and heard updates about the landfill.
So I'll start with a review of the previous meeting minutes. I think everyone got an email copy. Need a motion to accept them.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
First things that our 2024 drug and alcohol testing contract. Same Emerson testing that we've used for many years. It's up a little bit. Nothing crazy. A couple tests are up from $65 to $70. We look it over, but
You need a motion
Really?
on that?
probably.
I'll make a motion.
Second.
Set this up a little bit. All in favor?
Aye.
But no major changes there. Stuff.
Call Emerson, isn't it?
Nope. Just one here. Equipment authorizations. There is a pile of these because of the budget request, transferring money and buying some of next year's equipment this year. So we'll be a couple minutes going through this stuff. But
And all of this is stuff you had planned on having in next year's.
yes, this was the next year's list that we gave everyone. Just stuff that we can afford with this year's money. The first one's two Milwaukee battery drill kits. It's a multi-pack. Got, I don't know, 10 tools with it. Two of them for the bridge crew. They're kind of using their own equipment and splicing
Cordless
together
sets
old
I've
stuff.
got now are probably pushing 10 years old, but
I'll make a motion.
So it's almost $2,200.
I'll second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
It's not bad price. Get a hammer drill with it too.
hammer drill, sawzall, grinder.
Yeah.
That's real good price.
Yeah.
You can't work without that.
You know, and down in the catch basins.
No way,
You know,
yeah.
it's just-
I mean, every contractor we work with used to have the generator and the electric equipment, and they all have these battery things now, whereas Milwaukee or DeWalt or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how you do it now.
Yeah. A lot handier.
Yep.
More efficient.
Second one, a hot water pressure washer, $6,000, $5,999.99. Just a hot water pressure washer to keep the equipment clean.
Steam genie.
That's a steam.
Gotta have it.
I'll make a motion on that.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Two Hogan drills. They're the magnetic drills. Guy drill uses it, Rich Crew uses it on drilling a hole in something steel. How you do it? $2,200.06 for the two of them.
Fast to the post, so.
Right to the gauge is what
So magnetic drill.
Yep.
Yep.
I'll
We
make,
have some, just replacing ones that have gotten wore out over the years.
yeah, I'll make a motion on
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Pull off. Yeah, I was gonna say, I couldn't pull one off before.
Two steel pole pruners, pole saws, $1,308.98 for the two of them.
that. I'll make a motion on that too.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye. What do they call it, 16 feet?
Four
Somebody
steel.
going up on a ladder. Oh, boy.
Yeah. And they use them, actually it's gonna be handy to get them now, because they're gonna be using them quite a bit.
Yeah.
Coming up. Four steel blowers, basically leaf blowers. $220.99 each, so $883.96 for the four of them. Stuff we haven't had in the past, but we've got a couple of them now, and they're handy. Crews love them.
Up and down the road, chip and brush,
Yeah,
that
for
they
clean up
go
and
right
stuff.
along instead of trying to sweep up. Sweeping oil and stone roads don't work very good.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that makes sense. I'll make a motion on
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Which is the same with the pole saws. We had some in the past, or we still have some, but they were alternated between crews, and it's
Yeah.
we're getting spaced out enough all over the place that,
That was a big one.
Gas powered, right?
yeah.
John Deere 644 loader, We had 2 loaders scheduled for next year, one of those. $274,000, $274,070.81.
How does that compare to the last ones we bought? Is it?
The last ones, I did not go back through and pull it. We had 285 in the budget for them.
And that's state bid?
Yeah, state bid and
Yeah,
John,
we just
they
must
have
turn around.
one in
Oh, really?
Pennsylvania.
Oh,
Oh.
so you can get it.
So that's probably better that we did do it. No,
Yeah,
They got
maybe.
101 right now, and Volvo called and said they got one. They have a Volvo loader, but that's 280.
I think we just got one 2 years ago, it was 260 or something like
Okay, I'll make a motion on that.
that. I'll second that.
All in favor?
It's the one you're gonna order next year when we get into the next budget.
It's gonna take us a year.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, it will.
No, and that may be again, we gotta play then on
Oh,
what
yeah.
breed it is. That,
Yeah.
which I was shocked when we called and they said, well, just by chance we got one. It's not set up yet. But,
It's probably a good thing doing it now.
you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, that worked out good.
What do they say? Timing is everything?
Well, got a skid steer, sweeper, more than just a sweeper and a
bucket sweeper.
It's just the attachment on
Right.
Yeah.
the skid steer.
Yeah. Broom head that actually goes in the bucket. Now sweeps everything right in the bucket and you dump it in the truck.
It's 2 of them, $10,650 each, which we were surprised how much it was, but, so $21,300 for the 2 of them. The one we have now is beat, we've had it,
Came on our original skid steer in 2006. And
Yeah, it's pretty used up.
and we use it a lot,
It's time.
bounces between different skid steers, so if we have 2, they're both,
we have 2 skid steers now, so it'd be nice to have one north and south.
Yeah.
They help keep the traveling public happy.
cleans up
The
stuff.
cleaning up millings and
Oh,
everything works
yeah.
great.
Oh, yeah.
I'll make a motion on that.
The bridge maintenance uses one all the time.
Yeah.
We keep stealing theirs.
So, second?
Yeah.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Three distance meters, $705 each, $2,115. That's just the
For laying out your UFPOs and all that stuff.
meters in the vehicles.
Meters in the foreman's trucks.
It's more complicated now with the way the electronics in the vehicles are. We used to have something for about every vehicle that had it,
I'll make a motion.
but
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
So what is that, like an electronic thing or just the wheel or
The
what?
electronic in the vehicle. You
Oh,
it's right
a
in the
button you
vehicle?
push.
It's, yep, it's right,
Okay.
it comes up with a digital display right in the dash.
Okay.
Yeah. Start it at whatever intersection and measure to wherever you want.
Sign layout and everything, it comes in
Oh, yeah.
real.
Yeah. It's used a lot. It used to be, I think, a lot easier with the old vehicles, but. A Dodge Durango for engineering department. This was in our wish list for next year.
That's replacing one?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the old vans, I mean, the purple
It's
vans
an
are
auction.
2002s.
3s, 4s, something in there.
Yeah. And they're rotted out. I mean,
They've reached the end of their useful life.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
What
They-
year is this
they
one?
run,
Is this
but
new?
they won't pass inspection because of the frame rot.
Are
Is
those
this one new or used?
This one's new. It's 2023.
four-wheel drive or two?
Yes.
All-wheel drive.
All-wheel drive.
Yep. $42,174.80.
That's on the state bid too.
OGS contract.
And you can get it.
They have
It's
it
a-
on the lot.
They have it. Wow.
Wow.
We're getting lucky here. Keep going.
I'll make a motion on that.
It's taking a little scrambling here in the last week. but-
Yeah.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Jared's been busy making a couple phone calls here.
Yeah.
Might have a few more bald spots than I did.
Give him some money to spend.
That way he'll stay busy.
Wait a couple years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Miscellaneous drill bits for the Hogan drills. $2,276.90. Same thing, we have drill bits, but they get used, they get wore out.
Sure.
They are resharpenable and all that, but
Is that 2 sets or one?
That is miscellaneous.
it's,
Oh, just kind of a mix and.
there's 18 different drill bits. Or,
No,
that's,
It might-
Yeah,
Probably 50 drill bits.
yeah.
They average anywhere from $35 to $85 depending on the diameter.
I'll make a motion.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Toolboxes for the new pickups. It's $161.99 each, 7 of them, so $1,333.93. They came in toolboxes. Toolboxes don't fit chainsaws or anything a little bit bigger. So this is just an additional toolbox to actually keep stuff out of the cab, so they can use it for people and clothing. And
This just goes back in the bed, just to,
It's in between. The pickups we order, they come with full-size toolboxes down each side.
oh, okay.
Well, what they've done is they've narrowed them up so they're not inside the wheel wells.
Okay,
The chainsaw's too wide to set down in there. So now I gotta put a crossover box up in the front to put chainsaws and gas and oil and stuff in, so it's not in the cab.
they'll still be using the other toolboxes that are
Yes.
built on the truck.
This
This is an addition.
I added one up in the middle for
So where do you get the boxes?
these were Tractor Supply.
I'll make a motion on
Second?
all in favor?
Aye.
Lifting straps, $510.50. Bridge crew straps for the cranes, and
I'll make a motion.
they get dinged up. And
Second.
all in favor?
Aye. What's the 30,000 pounds?
No, these are 1 inchers. Most of them are 8,000. They're different lengths and
What a
widths. and-
4-inch strap that you.
No, I do have big ones like
Yeah.
that for the crane, but these are for like catch basins and any of the rigging on the steel, any of that stuff. They
Yeah.
get nicked up.
What do we got here? Hop over solid waste. Back in this year's money. 2 C&D boxes for solid waste management center. $16,080 each. That's not right.
Total,
No.
that's with shipping. Should be.
We budgeted for these, right?
I didn't write the first page, if you flip it over, there's a summary.
These are the ones we budgeted for.
Yeah, it's, I try to hold off on some of the equipment purchases, you know, till the end of the year in case there's something comes up, which did, I mean, we blew out like 5
So
pumps
what's
this year.
this for? I didn't-
Did a couple roll-offs, open
Oh,
tops.
open top.
Yep, it's just a little
Yeah.
bit left in my,
What do they run a piece?
Yeah, so.
They're like
Yeah.
6
We've already
or
bought some,
7,
right?
7 apiece.
Yeah, there was that much total in the budget.
Yes.
So it's like-
So you already bought some of these, right? That's what's throwing me here. Earlier in the year?
Yeah, I don't know what that front page
Well,
says.
those we usually budget like 45 or 50,000.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
got some,
yeah,
I got some
yeah.
for
As we can.
compost, I got some for solid waste earlier on, and then had a little bit of money left in the
Yeah, didn't we
budget.
have like
Heading
5?
towards the end of the
Didn't we
year
budget
here,
5?
using it up.
I think we budgeted 5, didn't we?
Yeah,
for this
but I
year?
don't think we budget like a number of boxes. I think we
No,
just
We
it's
budget
got
a dollar
this X
value.
amount of dollars.
Right,
This is
we
what
get
The
as
price
many-
varies, is all
We
over the place.
try to get 5 or whatever.
Yeah,
we
that's
can.
that, 5 is the number that I remember, but, yeah. Either way, it
So
was
I
budgeted.
think we bought a couple earlier in the year, whether it was 2 or 3, I don't know.
We got 4, we got 2 enclosed boxes for compost, 2 enclosed boxes for packer
Okay.
boxes for the transfer stations.
And those are a lot more than what.
Yes, yeah, those are like around that 9, 10,000 kind of range for the enclosed boxes. These are heavy duty C&D boxes, open top 40 yarders for the quarter inch floors on them, and
Yeah.
you know, these would be hopefully good
So this is for
boxes.
2 boxes for $16,080 total.
I'll
Which
make a
leaves
motion.
$2,000, $701.61 left in the equipment line.
Yep.
So,
That sounds right.
Make a motion.
Second.
all in favor?
Aye.
Travel authorization for Tyson to go to DEC stakeholders meeting. They specifically invited the county for that leachate management. Meeting's tomorrow, 2 o'clock up in Albany.
I'll move it.
DEC offices.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
There's no cost or anything, just travel.
No, it's just getting there in short notice. I think they let us know last Thursday,
Yeah.
1 week notice. No online option.
Probably important though, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just, one of our foremen hit a deer on the way into work. Got an estimate from Bracy and an estimate from Dave Rolfe up there, and Dave Rolfe is cheaper. He can get it in today, basically. So, just for your information, $1,418.30
Where's Ralph at?
on 206. Not far from you.
Just outside,
down
going
Walton
to
there?
Truck Creek.
Okay.
Yeah, on the right hand side.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what I thought it was. Yeah.
Just across from past Seaman Flat. there.
Right.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
So,
Yeah, he's pretty good.
yeah, I mean, they told us to get it in as soon as we get it there, and should be back by Monday.
That's good. Wow.
So must be he's not real busy.
Knock your camera over. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
That's that part of the meeting.
Stuck it a little further than I thought it did.
I guess I jumped ahead with a couple of your items, Tyson, but you can go ahead.
Oh, okay. Yep, equipment authorization, travel request, that's a good one. They're still talking about trying to limit the off-site transport of leachate, but, it'll be good to go. I've got as they're thinking about creating this rule, I think it's good to think about. I don't know, if there's opportunities for recovery of, nutrients or metals, perhaps, things like that, just so they don't create a rule that limits us from, using any benefit that's inside the leachate, so. That'll be good. The C&D cell, I just spent a little bit of more time. I mean, that's DMM3 is still coming as far as trying to figure out a different way to use the C&D area. I mean, maybe using it for limited processing is a good idea. But constructing a new liner system there is not really an option because of the 180-day timeline means we'd have to have it all designed by December. So that one's not an option moving forward. So I'll just update the operations, the manual for our MSW landfills to where we can process C&D right on that cell. It's allow that option. So those permits are coming up right away. Cell 4S, we did basically surgery, took some more destructive samples. They passed with flying colors as far as the weld seams in between on the liner itself.
Are those the ones you were kind of worried about?
Well, it's
Last
just not
meeting.
good to do surgery. It's not good to open up a cell once it's completed. I mean, the welds are weld, like, this very well-proven technology of welding these seams. So to do a destructive test, you have to dig it all up and cut it open. And then you basically kind of leister and, wedge weld in a patch, which is an inferior product. So we tried to utilize the track record of the company, which is, hundreds of miles with never failing a seam, and, various ways to avoid opening the cell up, but to no avail. Anyway, so we did the test, and so far they've all come out passing flying colors. So filling those back in. Hopefully tomorrow. Just making sure we got everything that we need and that everything passed before we fill it back in and stitch it all back up. So that should be, hopefully that permit, or, we get that allowed to move into cell 4S shortly. The reclamation project, will hopefully get amended to our permit sometime next year. Then the compost facility's up and running. We did the UT scans of the shell, and it's what we figured it's time to start moving towards a replacement. The numbers verify that for sure.
Wasn't any worse than what we expected, though, kind of, maybe?
No, it's time.
Wasn't good, yeah.
Yeah, it's time. I don't know if you wanna,
Yeah, just-
you can have that. Let's see what else with compost. Oh, the DEC sent us a letter. We had there was some concern in 2022 around temperatures and getting our samples to a lab for fecal coliforms on time. But I went back through the data. We actually sent them within the time period. It's just the laboratory we were using didn't do the tests. For you get 24 hours for compost. You get 6 hours to do fecal coliform tests for wastewater. which, I mean, there's not even a lab.
That close.
You know, I've been trying to ask, yeah, I mean, basically people aren't meeting these hold times because it's darn near impossible. Anyway, so we're gonna switch labs.
Which lab was the one you were using?
Uh,
Which one were you using?
Microvac. They have staffing issues and this and that over time. We use them for a long time. They've been a good partner for us, but, yeah, so we bid that out this year and we're switching labs. Right now I kept the compost analyticals under Microvac because they were cheaper than the new contract, but, given that they're not performing well, we're gonna start sending those compost samples through, ALS. Yeah, yep.
Analytical lab?
No, is there a local lab? ALS is out of, I think their headquarters, or well, it's global whatever, but Buffalo. They're gonna use they're proposing to use a partner lab up in Albany, I think is the closest. And it's kind of, you know, if we gotta meet those hold times, it's whatever we gotta do, you know?
You have to run them right up there and.
That is literally what, down in Margaretville, the New York City wastewater treatment plant, he's driving them. The operator is literally driving them to Long Island, where the lab is. He's taking the samples so he can meet that 6-hour hold time. So, ours is 24, so it's easy. Anyway, so I don't like that.
Road, combined south and north, because they're basically doing the same thing. They've been ditching, probably that's coming to an end. Move on to trees and brush and
See
get
them
ready for
doing by
snow and
Hanselman's today.
ice. And they're getting the trucks ready in case we need them tonight. It's kind of the end of the,
Yeah, I see somebody go through town with a plow on already.
Oh, winter storm warning.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we're
we
getting all the
Yeah.
trucks
Yeah.
out there
For
today, be
tonight.
ready tonight if needed.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be warm enough, we won't need to,
Guess I
but
hadn't seen that yet.
Nah, it's not bad.
Yeah, that one spot where the water collects
I
by
mean, I'm not-
Hanselman's farm there.
No,
It's just what it said.
I see they were taking that down, and it looks like it'll go in the ditch now.
I knew they said it's very flat there. They
Yeah.
were trying to make it work, but it was
So,
flat.
When I went through this morning, it looks like they got it cured.
Okay.
So,
All right, good.
one good rainstorm will prove it.
Check tomorrow morning, maybe.
Yeah.
So, that's pretty simple. Bridges, Bridge 32, Arbor Hill and Delhi, they're shutting down for winter this week, basically. Last week, most of the work was completed. They're just moving stuff out, getting it just cleaned up for winter. Be back in the spring to finish the road work and guide rail. 136, still consultant's hands, but it should be out to bid this winter. Construct that next year, that's down deposit the twin pipes. 7-3's the next Bridge New York project, that's a ways out. But it's in the planning stages. Bridge painting, it's all set for next year, nothing new there. Fine, catch basins are done for the year.
Thank
I don't know
you.
if there's more coming, but we got the
Majority of
Yeah.
the
got the worst parts.
catastrophic issues
Yeah.
straightened up.
Sydney demos, I had 70 rivers. Can't go smoothly, but it's,
It's in stalemate.
yeah, we're ready to, this paperwork. Like Jared's got an excavator sitting there ready to do it, but we can't do it because of paperwork. But hopefully, any day now, hopefully.
We had a meeting at 11:30 with them.
And that's the last one we're doing. Work's all set to start 20th. And they have 5 to do themselves, but they know what they're doing, that'll go pretty quick. They're all paperwork set on them. Building project. See, we're still in this building. We'll know more tomorrow, but
Maybe it'll be a Christmas present.
J&K did have a bunch of people there one day last week,
Last week.
but I didn't hear if they actually got it certified, repaired certified or not. I waiting on that. But Jared's been in there, or Jared's boy's been in there, building shelving for our storage units in there. They're just cheaper and probably better quality to build it out of wood from Curtis or wherever we got it, rather than buying the cheap
Yeah.
stuff from somewhere. So,
So it's all the furniture and stuff in there, or you still gotta move stuff?
oh, we still have it. Most have new desks in there, but everything else is gonna be moved from here.
Did they get the door lock system taken care of?
No,
At least so, no.
They're still waiting on the software for that?
Last I heard.
yeah, Pete and IT were working on that. But you don't have a CO, so I haven't pushed it
Yeah,
until they actually get the heating units certified, repaired.
yeah, we can't get the CO.
Right.
to do that, so.
Jim, when you leave here, will you have any extra desks available from here?
I'm sure.
We may need one.
I'm sure we can find one.
Okay. Lisa says yes. Talk to Lisa.
Question was a little old. I ain't gonna say they're gonna be very good.
Yeah, old metal ones will be rugged, but
The metal,
if you don't care how pretty they are. But.
Mine's in pretty good shape.
And then the only other things, the resolution, budget amendment. No, I don't know if you guys saw that, but moving money from personal services to the equipment.
If any of you have any resolutions you want brought to the board, I've been practicing.
He'll just jump right in.
To subscribe or advertise, call 607-464-4009.